So compassion fatigue is a difficult thing for me to talk about in that sense in regards to, I think we're lumping everything under compassion fatigue, but I actually think it's a multifactorial issue. So I believe everybody's journey is individualized, whether you're a technician, a practice manager, a receptionist, CSR, whatever you call the front person, or a veterinarian or an owner or associate. It's what your individual story to get to where you're at. And there's attachment trauma, there's anxiety, there's burnout, there's secondary trauma, there's primary trauma, there's imposter syndrome, there's compassion fatigue, which is burnout and secondary trauma. But you could have either one of them without it. So to say how does it look differently, I don't know. Now, if you look at just compassion fatigue, which is burnout and secondary trauma, I think they experience it pretty much very similar. A lot of us that come into the industry, regardless of why we come in with this idealistic vision of what we think it's going to be, and then the reality is so far from it. And that's burnout. When you have all your eggs and everything being in thinking you want this value and it doesn't live up to it and you fail, then that's burnout. Secondary trauma is when you live the trauma of other people. So for like counselors, that's like someone who, if you're a rape victim, you come in, you share your story, the counselor hears it, they live that story, they own that story, they have intrusive thoughts when they go home, they think about it all the time, and they struggle with that. We have that. We hear client stories. We see patients in pain. I don't think it necessarily differs. It's the individualized journey for the person. So a vet can have a different reaction as another vet, but a technician and a vet can have the exact same reaction. So I think we need to start looking at it from all aspects and not just trying to lump it into one category. So I think they actually could have the exact same experience or it can be totally different, but it's the individual.